Hey guys, in this video we are going to create an awesome looking cinematic title animation inside of DaVinci Resolve by using a plugin called Lens Master Flare. It is an amazing plugin for realistic lens flares in DaVinci Resolve Fusion. In this plugin, you will get around 40 lens flares preset that you can use in different motion graphics and VFX projects. So let's take a new project and get started. Alright, so here we are in DaVinci Resolve 17 edit page, and before we get started we have to do some basic setting as usual. So click on this setting button in the corner and set the size of this project 1920 by 1080. You can also select 4K resolution from here, and now we have to select a frame rate. So in this case I am using this 30 frame per second, but you can select 60 frame per second for a smooth animation or 24 frame per second for cinematic, and then click on save. Now I'm going to create this animation inside of this Fusion page, so we have to take a new Fusion composition first. So just go to this media pool. If you don't have this media pool, then click on this media pool button and then right click on this media pool, click on this new Fusion composition, and you can call it anything. I'm going to call it Fusion composition. Duration make it 3 seconds long, which is good enough for one text. Frame rate 30 and click on create. Now just drag this Fusion composition on this timeline just like this, and then you can go to the Fusion page. And here we have this media out node, so just drag this media out to the side for now. And for this animation we need only one viewer, so you have to click on this single viewer, and now we have the only one viewer. And now let's start by creating a background. So this is the background button. You can drag and drop the background node on this flow window, and you can drag this background node into this viewer. And now as you can see we have the black background, but we need a bluish gradient background. So just go to this inspector window, and here we have to change the type. So I'm going to select the 4 corner, and as you can see we have 4 different color for each corners. So here we have the top right. Just select the color, maybe dark blue, and set the value of the blue color maybe 0.35. Now it's looking perfect. And go to the bottom left color. Let's select the dark blue color, hit OK, and I'm going to set the blue color value maybe 0.05. and now we have something like this. And after that let's create a text. So this is the text node. You can drag and drop on this flow window, and we have to merge this text with the background. So it's very simple. You have to connect the output of this text with the background and you will get a new merge, and just drag this merge one to the viewer. Select the text and you can type anything, whatever you want. So you can type anything whatever you want, and you have to select a font style. So in this case I am using the Gotham font style. So this is the Gotham theme font style. You can select any font style that you like, but I will give you a link in the description for the Gotham theme font style. You can download the font style and use it for practice. And now you can increase the size of this text. So here we have the size. Let's increase the size and set the value maybe 0.15. And now we have to set the text in the center. So just right click on this preview window, go to guide and turn on this guide. Now we have to set the text in the center just like this. And now we have to create metallic color for the text. So it's very simple again. You can arrange the node just like this. Here we have the text node. Select the text node, go to setting, and here we have the color type. So right now we have the solid color type. So let's select the gradient, and here we have the gradient setting. So we have 2 different points. Just add one more point in the center. Select the pure white color. Select the third point, and let's make it little gray color. Hit OK. Select the first point and let's make it dark gray color just like this. And now we have the metallic color. It's looking perfect. You can click on fit button. Alright, and now let's animate the text. So select the text node, go to the end of this animation, go to the text section, and here we have the tracking. So right click on this tracking, click on animate, go to very first frame of this animation, Let's increase the tracking amount and set the value 1.2, and then we will get this type of animation. But this animation is linear right now, so we have to make it smoother. Just go to spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen, check this option character spacing, click on fit button, and here we have both the keyframes. So select both the keyframes, hit S on the keyboard to smooth, set the CTI at very beginning of this animation, hold this point, hold this handle, and just drag it like this and create nice smooth curve, just like this. You can adjust this handle as well. You can set it like this. Basically, you have to create a smooth curve, and then you will get nice and smooth animation. Now you can close this spline window. After that, we have to add one more animation. So select the text, hit Ctrl plus a space bar for search box and search for DVE. So this is the DVE node, hit add button, and this is very similar to the transform node, but we have some extra parameter inside of DVE, just like this Z move, and I'm gonna use this Z move for this animation. So just go to on the frame number 15, which is equal to half a second according to 30 frame per second. Right click on Z move, click on animate, go to very first frame of this animation, and let's set the Z move value 0. And we will get something like this. We have to make it smoother, so just go to spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen. This time we have to check this DVE only. So uncheck the text one, check this DVE, click on fit, select both the keyframes, hit S to smooth, hold this handle, and just set it like this and create a nice smooth curve. Just go to very first frame and let's take a look. Alright, and we will get something like this. You can close the spline window. After that, we have to create displacement effect. So let's create a space over here. Now select the DVE node, hit Ctrl plus a space bar for search box and search for displace. So this is the displace node. Select the node, hit add button, and for the displace we need a alpha map. So for the alpha map, I'm going to use an image. So just go to this media pool, right click on that, click on import media, and import any image that you like. So in this case, I'm using this image as a map. So let's open it up. You can use any image that you like, and let's drag and drop this image on this flow window. You can see the image. I'm using this type of image. You can use any kind of image similar like this. Hit F2 on the keyboard to rename, and let's call it map. Hit OK, and now you can connect the map with the displace, and then you can drag and drop the final output in the viewer. Now select the displace, close the media pool, and let's create an animation. So just go to on the frame number 60, which is equal to 2 seconds according to 30 frame per second. Select the displace node, and here we have the refraction strength. So let's set the refraction strength 0, and right click on this refraction strength, click on animate, or you can also click on this diamond button to create a keyframe, and then go to very first frame of this animation, and let's increase the refraction strength and set the value 0.5 maybe. Alright, and now you can see the effect, which is looking absolutely nice. Alright, and then go to on frame number 75, which is equal to 2.5 seconds. Lock the value as it is, refraction strength, and then go to the end of this animation, and let's set the refraction strength value negative 0.3. And now we will get something like this, which is looking nice. After that, we have to make this animation smoother. So just go to spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen, uncheck this DVE, check this displace only, click on fit button, select both the keyframes, hit S to smooth, select these two keyframes, hit S to smooth. Alright, and now you can take a look. Now you can close this spline window. After that, I'm going to create lens flare effect. So I'm going to use lens master flare plugin from learnnowfx.com. So just go to the link in the description and download the plugin. You can use the promo code Skyline and get 10% off. And once you have downloaded and installed the plugin inside of your DaVinci Resolve, you can press Ctrl and spacebar for search box and search for lens master flare. So this is the lens master flare plugin. Hit add button and you can connect the output with this lens master flare. Select the lens master flare, drag it to the viewer, and here we have all the basics parameters. So it has around 40 plugins, so you can browse the plugin by clicking on this button, browse preset. As you can see, we have all the presets inside of this window. We have the utility, sci-fi, and magical. Alright, so I'm gonna use this headlight preset. Just select this headlight preset and just drag and drop to the viewer. And as you can see, we will get the control for this lens flare. So you can place the lens flare anywhere in the frame and you can animate the lens flare from here. So we have all the basics parameter. You can do anything with this lens flare. I'm going to use this lens flare for this cinematic title. So select the headlight preset and I'm going to set the lens flare right over here, maybe just like this. And now I'm going to animate the lens flare. So it's very simple. Just go to on frame number 15, which is equal to half a second, and here we have the global size. So I'm going to animate the global size. So right click on this global size, click on animate, or you can also click on this diamond button. Go to very first frame of this animation. I'm going to set the global size and set it to 0, and we will get this type of light glow effect, which is looking very nice. Just go to on frame number 45, which is equal to 1.5 seconds, and let's increase the value. So I'm going to set the global size value maybe 1.2, and we will get this type of output. And now just go to on frame number 75, which is equal to 2.5 seconds, and let's set the value 1. And then go to the end of this animation and let's set the global size 0. Go to spline window and let's make the animation smoother. So hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen. This time uncheck this displace, check this headlight, click on fit button, select these two keyframes first, hit S to smooth, select these two keyframes, hit S to smooth, highlight this point, hit S to smooth. Alright, and now you can close the spline window and you will get this type of effect, which is looking nice. Alright, you can click on fit button. After that, let's create some particles. So for the particles, hit Ctrl plus a spacebar for search box and search for P emitter. So this is the P emitter, hit add button, and for the P emitter we have to add P renderer. So hit Ctrl plus a spacebar for search box and search for P renderer. So this is the P renderer, hit add button, and now select the P renderer, and I'm gonna use this particles as a 2D. So we have to select 2D inside of this P renderer, and we have to merge this P renderer output with the main output. So it's very simple. Connect the output of this P renderer with the main output and we will get another merge. You can drag and drop to the viewer. Select the P emitter. Let's increase the circle size and set it like this. Select the P emitter and we have to do some setting. So here we have the number. Let's set the number maybe 2. Open the velocity and let's add some motion. So here we have the velocity vibrance. Let's set the value 0.05, and now we will get nice and simple particle animation, which is looking very awesome. Alright, and now we have to add a color corrector node with the final output. So select the merge to final output, add color corrector node with this, drag this color corrector to the viewer, select this color corrector node, and here we have the contrast value. So let's set the contrast value something around 1.1. And now let's change the channel. So I'm gonna change the channel RGB to blue, and let's increase the gain value. So I'm gonna set the value 1.35, and it's looking nice, as you can see. Finally, we have to connect the main output with this media out, and you can go to the edit page, and here we will get the cinematic title. Alright, now let's do one more thing. Just go to the timeline, go to output blanking, select the value 2.35, and now we have the cinematic aspect ratio, which is looking absolutely fantastic. And now I'm going to show you how you can create multiple titles without doing all the stuff again and again. So select the Fusion composition, hit Ctrl C to copy, hit Ctrl V to paste. Now place the CTI on the second one, go to the Fusion page, and here we have the text node. Select the text node and you can change the title. Just like this, and then you can go to the edit page, and here we have the cinematic title. Alright, now just go to very first frame, turn on the loop button, go to full screen, and let's have a look. Alright, so it's looking awesome, and that's all for this tutorial. I hope you guys like it. If you like it, then hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification for more interesting videos, and also hit the like button for this video. My name is Vikash and I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.